robot turn, make sure to check with an attendant before taking your seat and discard any outside food you never do. Enjoy the show.
I wanted to make sure I captured that voice there because I keep forgetting that that only appears in the very first time you show up in the tier after turning the game back on. Anyway, hello everyone! Doc on the clock with more MAGMML3. I haven't recorded in a while. Fortunately, I have recorded well ahead, so I'm not running short on stuff to put up. We have here 24th place Luminous Tower Ascent by 128 up. We're to that point where everything is scoring well, obviously. This one's still a little bit lower for Mick and Shinryu, which kind of as normal. Oh, and it's by 128 up, who we've seen stuff by him before, and it's good, so. Let's bring out some ultra weapons, how about? Anyway, we have 3 tokens to worry about here, so I need to keep my eyes open. And those guys, which are just kind of there to be very in the way. Ah! I moved just the slightest bit too early. I mean, I don't need the W tank, but it's one of those cases where I want to try the challenge once or twice. It's right near the start, so it's not like I'm losing that much time to do it. But execution is lacking, so like, I love how I've got like a dozen different weapons here to use, and like 90% of the time I'm just using mixtape because it is such a spammable weapon. One issue with the lantern flare is you cannot use it close up because then not all of the pieces of the attack show up. Maybe not the pristine time to use that. That worked. Ah, you can't get through there. Is our grappling hook made of electricity? There is something over there for sure. Yeah. That's what I wanted to do. Gotta remember, I don't need to jump. we're just getting rid of you guys. I wonder. Okay, they're just invincible completely. Fair enough. I pressed jump! I pressed jump! I swear I pressed jump. There we go. That wasn't so bad. It just has to press jump when I tell it I press jump. Alright, we've got a mid-boss here. Oh, this is a custom mid-boss. Okay, well, we are using the Buster first time around. Appears to be weak to water shield. And those little nodules have separate health bars. Alright, there we go. Kind of a weird explosion there, but whatever. Forward we go. I like that mini-boss. That was more interesting than a lot of Mega Man mini-bosses. It kind of feels more like a actual boss than a mini-boss, but at the same time, it doesn't feel quite complex enough for a full boss, so I think it fits in that niche pretty well. There we go, in the land of maces. Yeah. Very near dying at this point. I could do something about that, but I have a skull amulet. Okay, we are going to have to go around to get that token. Ooh, that's the turbo speed mace. Okay, so look for a way up and around. Telegraphed well enough, at the very least. They're too fast. I made it through. Ooh. Okay, just tank that. Well, I expected that to move a little bit faster. It's already so fast, how can you expect to move faster, Doc? I just did. And I have completely stopped caring about taking damage, apparently, because I'm taking all of it. When they just drop full health pickups, why not? The turbo speed mace is something that I'm kind of surprised I haven't actually seen before. Yeah, I am not being penalized even remotely for my complete and utter lack of self-protection. Those little Sparkies, I forget what their proper names are, but they are causing my seeking weapons to have a very difficult time. Pretty sure that the only thing that works against them is Tornado Blow. Platform manipulation here and there. I forgot I still have that on. Not a big deal, but... Alright, fine. You get that treatment. And looks like we have a boss. Oh, it's retread of this guy. Except he's got double the health. Looks like he's got the same weaknesses though, but his attacks are a little bit more Danmaku. Ah! Giant missile! Oh, and it's got trapped. Whoa, okay, the lasers are a bit difficult to dodge. I like this music, though. It feels maybe a little bit over-epic for this boss, which is not that, imposing, I guess. But, it's fun. It's not imposing, but it's fun. Alright. I don't know if I'd call that tower particularly luminous, but that was a fun stage. Not super complicated. Mostly it was there was some platform manipulation and some mace dodging, but it was well constructed, and I had fun with it. It doesn't have to be super complicated to be enjoyable. Once again, I am almost so frequently I am channeling one of the judges in one of my remarks right after the stage, and this time it's Mick with this isn't a very luminous tower for its name. It was very vertical though. It felt like there was a lot of upwards motion, with enough lateral motion that it still felt like there were things to break up upwards movement. Cannon Joe, unfortunately, is a Mega Man 6 enemy, and as with a number of Mega Man 6 enemies, is underwhelming to say the least. It feels like something that could benefit from a bit of customization. Snaplars! Those are those little, sparky things. Look, there's like 300 different enemies in classic Mega Man. You can't expect me to remember all their names. I tend to remember the names of the ones I hate the most. It's that simple. I think that boss does fine with multiple health bars because it's always vulnerable and actually pretty easy to hit in general. Agreed with Shinryu, there was a sense of cramped design. There was a lot of level architecture in the way in any given spot. It made it a little bit... it clearly was by design. There was not a lot of accident there. I didn't mind it so much. But, yeah, your mileage may vary on that. Although, yeah, I also had the cases where I just stopped caring and tanked damage until win. This feels like a stage that Patch would like. Honestly, it feels like a very accessible stage, while having just enough, a little additional bite to the side challenges to make it worth your while. Except the W tank, that wasn't worth it. It was probably the hardest thing the stage had to throw at you. Just wasn't worth the reward. Although I don't agree, I don't think that Cannon Joe ever really felt particularly threatening to me. Maybe just because I was using special weapons. I always have to couch how I feel about certain challenges because I am definitely giving myself a lot of help. Normally illuminated building meander. I don't think that rolls off the tongue very well, Flashman. It was one of the stages where utilities don't really do much. Like, you're not really gonna break this stage with Rush Jet, because there's, well, for one thing, there's not a whole lot of room to use Rush Jet in the first place. I have a feeling 128 up is probably going to keep making levels. Just a hunch. I'll point out that here we have a case of the boss here feels like a Wily Fortress boss. It feels like a good Wily Fortress boss. Like, there's a lot of actual Wily Fortress bosses that don't feel like very good Wily Fortress bosses. Looking at you, much of Mega Man 6. I was taking plenty of damage. I busted out a couple of E-tanks there. But I do also feel like that was partially just me being not terribly cautious. I think the stage, might not be the most memorable one out there, but I think it'll stick out a little bit just for the fact that, you know, it's so cleanly made. Once you start getting pretty high up, the level of polish can definitely matter. Splicing the C-wheel. You'll never believe how much footage we editors leave on the cutting room floor, so appreciate our work. Ah, I see. You're the cutting room floor there. Fun fact, one time I snuck some hilarious footage of an actor slipping on a banana peel into the final cut of a movie. Which movie? Well, you just have to wait and find out. They'll strike you when you least expect it. I have a feeling I'm not going to be given the option to watch many movies here, so, yep, that's, just gonna have to wonder eternally, I guess. And here we have Man. What's the actual? Okay, I get that this is playing off of the bad box cover art Mega Man, but still, this is very silly. I started my career by starring in many a parody and pastiche film, but I've changed my tune. Now my favorite kind of movies to be in are desolate, deeply reflective art house films. I think I fit right in with that vibe, don't you think? I plead the fifth. Oh, Dark Castle. I know that as a extremely terrible video game. Let's hope this level exceeds that. That's all from me for now. Until next time, this is Doc. I'll see you later.